Ketu in 9th house. The placement of Ketu is a well-perceived malefic presence, but it could also appear somewhat positive at times as it becomes here in the 9th house, as here Ketu becomes exalted in this position, for which the native will receive positive impacts upon her life, though some difficulties would surely be there for Ketu being a malefic presence. The presence of Ketu in 9th house would keep the Ketu surrounded by positive energy for its being in pleasant relation with the ruler of 9th bhava, that is Jupiter, and for the same reasons, here in this position Ketu in 9th house would emerge high with most of pleasing results for the native and reduction in its adverse shades. This will bring good life and goodness in life to the natives. The natives of this placement of Ketu in 9th house would receive great fortune through this position and would be bestowed with good affluence and success in life, but that will come only through her own hard work and efforts. They are obedient and sincere beings who would attain great heights upon land and would possess good social and professional position of respect. The natives of this placement would attain higher affluence if he or she would keep a gold brick within the house. The natives of this placement of Ketu in 9th house would be blessed to have son who will be capable of predicting the future, while they can have 3 sons in life. These natives could spend most of their life in foreign lands due to variant reasons. The positive placement in 2nd house would further enhance the positive brilliance of Ketu here. Besides this, the auspicious placement of moon will keep the person devoted towards the mother and mother's family, while the malefic placement of Ketu here in the 9th house would bring urinary problems, backaches and problems in leg to the person. This would also bring consequent deaths of sons. The natives of this placement Ketu in 9th bhava should pursue some remedies for the adverse impacts of Ketu, for which keeping a dog at home would be really beneficial for the native. He should establish a rectangular piece of gold somewhere in the house and should wear gold in the ear. They should always pay respect and services to their father-in-law. Ketu in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by moon, and Ketu is quite inimical towards it as per Vedic astrology. Cancer is a water sign ruled by moon, which represents emotions and feelings. Ketu in this position gives a negative personality to the native as it creates a lot of confusions. Such people struggle to understand their own emotions. They always think of the negative possibilities than positive. A sense of doubt pervades all their opinions and thoughts. Ketu is a shadow planet, and in a way, it casts a shadow on the mind of the native and creates misunderstandings and obscurity. People born with Ketu in Cancer always feel a sense of fear, doubt and sadness. Sometimes, these natives also develop some phobia. They have an unstable and wavering mind. In fact, their mind is full of airy thoughts. They are also prone to gastric troubles. These people nonetheless are sympathetic to others. They have a religiously inclined mind and can touch extremes when it comes to spirituality. Due to their overly confusing emotional persona, they struggle to experience peace of mind. They are equipped with good management skills though. Ketu in 10th house. The shadow planet Ketu is a well-perceived malefic presence in the astrological arena, for which it could be either positive or negative depending upon other planetary placements in the horoscope chart. The results of Ketu in 10th house would highly depend upon the position of planet Saturn in the birth chart. The positive placement of Saturn in the horoscope chart would also keep the Ketu in 10th house in the pleasing appearance, and that will bless the person with great fortune in life. The natives of this placement would carry a serious approach towards life and would be very concerned about themselves. They would be bestowed with good opportunities in their life, but her father would have a quiet short lifespan. Besides this, the placement of Saturn in the 6th bhava would lead the native towards heights in sports arena. The natives born with positively placed Ketu in 10th house would be generous in attitude and would be truly benefited if they would keep their character true and pure. These people would always forgive their brothers for their misdeeds, and that will keep them growing throughout. Apart from this, The malefic presence of Ketu in 10th house would bring difficult and harsh path in life, as especially with the aspects of finance and career. They will confront health problems associated with urinary system and ear and would face body aches. There will be high stress and lack of peace in the professional as well as personal life of these natives. The natives' 3 sons could die. The natives of this placement of Ketu in 10th house should stay away from adultery and immoral deeds and should keep a dog at home, as especially after the 48 years of age. They should keep a silver pot filled with honey within the house. Following all of these remedies and the remedies associated with Moon and Jupiter would reduce the negative impacts of this placement. Ketu in Leo. The ruling planet of Leo is Sun, which is a staunch enemy of Ketu. Sun gives aggression and ambition to Leo natives since it's fire. When Ketu is placed in the fiery sign of Leo, it makes the person impulsive. Due to the confusion and impulse imposed by Ketu, the native often gets angry without any reasons or due to misunderstandings. Ketu in Leo gives a confusing personality to the native. Such people feel a lot of uncertainty before venturing into anything new. Lack of confidence persists. They tend to have a lot of questions and doubts in mind about everything. These natives tend to develop fear of poison and snakes. Ketu in Sun also makes the person prone to stomach-related issues. Such natives tend to know many languages. While they are talkative, they do not get involved in society much. They can be quite impatient at times. Their interests lie in artistic pursuits. They are also good artists themselves at times. These people also attain success in politics. They are self-dependent and have strong management and administrative skills. Ketu in 11th house. The shadow planet Ketu is one of adverse presence in the astrological arena, which would bring difficulties for most of the times and would keep the path harsh and difficult for the native. Besides this, these natives having Ketu in 11th house would be blessed with good wealth and strong position in the social arena. The arrival of Ketu in 11th house would bring goodness of finance and social stature to the person, though the results would be impacted by the planet Jupiter and Saturn as well, as which would bring variations in result depending upon their horoscope placements. The presence of Ketu would bring some difficulties in the social and financial path, as it won't be a easier path for them. The benefic placement of Ketu in 11th house along with Saturn in the 3rd house would bring high affluence to the person, and he or she would attain wealth more than the paternal one. These natives would confront much stress and worries throughout life in this placement. Besides this, the placement of Mercury in the 3rd bhava would bestow Raj Yoga to the native, as taking him, her towards supreme heights of success. The malefic placement of Ketu in 11th would bring harshness in the social arena and difficulties with finances to the person. The malefic Ketu could also bring problems in the abdomen of the person, and mental stress would be high. This placement of Ketu in 11th house would also bring adverse impacts upon the grandmother and mother of the natives. The malefic placement of Saturn along with malefic Ketu would not let the person get benefited from the sun, and he or she would not be able to have a house. The natives of this placement should keep a black dog in house and should wear emerald for reducing the malefic effects of this placement. Ketu in Virgo. What's beneath the earth has always been a mystery. Virgo is an earthy sign, known for their deep observation. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which shares an average relationship with Ketu. When Ketu is placed in the earthy sign of Virgo, it gives a lot of mystery and secrecy to the native. Such a person has deep thoughts and analysis. Ketu in Virgo also makes the person talkative. It gives a stable temperament and mind to the native, as it shares a better relationship with Mercury, unlike Sun and Moon. Having said that, people born with Ketu in Virgo also tend to waste a lot of time. They face problems related to legs or stomach area. Digestion issues also persist for these natives. There is a strong desire to achieve something in life. They are in fact quite intelligent and minded too. They do well in business because of their intellectual capabilities. These natives are very clever and know how to use others and get things done. Ketu in Virgo also makes the person spiritual. Ketu in 12th house. The shadow planet Ketu is one of the most malefic planets in the celestial arena, which provides harshness and difficulties to the natives of this placement, but as Ketu is exalted here, the natives of this placement would be blessed with strong wealth and achievements in life. The natives of this placement of Ketu in 12th house will walk through a path of hurdles, but they will get paid for their hard work and endeavor, as this harsh path would take them towards admirable heights of profession and finances. These people would make good utilization of their intellect and time. On the other part, the placement of Rahu and Mercury in the 6th power along with this placement would bring more pleasant impacts to the native's life. The natives of this placement of Ketu in 12th house would possess comfort and luxuries in life and would lead a satisfying and happy life. The malefic placement of Ketu in 12th house would make losses to the person and worthless expenditure. These natives having Ketu in 12th house should never slay or harm dogs, as it will bring malefic impacts upon them. Besides this, the placement of Moon, Venus or Mars in 2nd house would further enhance the malefic impacts of this placement. They should worship Lord Ganesha and should stay on the moral and true path upon life. It would be beneficial for them to keep a dog in house and to keep sonf and cant under the pillow during the nights. Ketu in Libra. Libra is a sign of balance. It is ruled by Venus, which shares a good relationship with Ketu. Moreover, both these planets are airy. When Ketu is placed in the sign ruled by Venus, it increases one's management abilities. Such people know how to keep things balanced. Ketu, the dragon's tail, gives a tendency of movement to the native, since Libra is also a movable sign. People with this placement of Ketu in their horoscope have a strong need for change and activity. Ketu here also causes a lot of travels. Such people like to wander, move from one place to another sign. This placement of Ketu also boosts aggressive instincts in the native. Such people tend to be hardworking and clever. They are very talkative and good with public dealing. They know how to react in front of others. Media turns out to be a lucrative field for these people. Ketu in Libra also gives short-temperedness to natives. These people tend to be stubborn and dominating. While they are spiritually inclined, they can turn dishonest at times. Ketu in Libra also makes the native dependent upon family at times. Moreover, skin problems are also common with this placement.